What's up, everybody? Matt Kajeski here, back again with the Odd Shopper channel. And today we're talking college basketball bets ahead of Wednesday, March the 15th, the play-in games for the NCAA tournament. Before we get started, make sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when this and all other content goes live. If you're listening on podcast, please leave a rating and review over there as well. We are brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook, and they have a limited time offer for you guys. It's actually only available through March 19th. So basically through the first round of March Madness. And what it is, it's for first-time customers. You make a deposit of $5 into your sportsbook account, then place that $5 wager on anything you'd like on the sportsbook. Again, has to be before March 19th, but if you do that, you're automatically going to get $200 into your account. Doesn't matter if it wins or loses, just $200 free dollars. It'll be paid out in bonus bets, $25, 8 of them. And again, there's a lot of new books coming online. Massachusetts, you're now online. Take advantage of this promo at DraftKings. Again, only a couple days where this is going to be available, and it's going to give you an extra $200 in your bankroll for March Madness and whatever else you'd like to bet. All right, let's talk these play-in games. Had a solid day yesterday, a little 2-0 start. We'll look to move it forward with the 16 seed play-in game between Farleigh Dickinson and Texas Southern. This game will be for the right to play Purdue. Good luck taking on Edie, whoever wins this game. But right now, I think we can take FD as a 2.5-point dog in this matchup. They have a pretty stark offensive advantage here. They're 63rd in the country offensively, whereas Texas Southern, they're 343. On defense, Texas Southern does have the advantage here, 121 to 298. But I think there's ways for Dickinson to take advantage of this. And one of the most interesting aspects of the matchup is Texas Southern 170th rebounding, Dickinson 192. There's actually a height discrepancy between these teams that Texas Southern hasn't been able to exploit in a lot of their matchups. Now, that is a talking point I wanted to touch on here. You probably see the record at the bottom of the screen if you're watching on video. Texas Southern is 14-20. I wouldn't read too much into that. They are notorious for scheduling an impossible non-con. Like they play Houston, Kansas, Arizona State, among others. I won't list them, but go click on Texas Southern's schedule and just look at the gauntlet of opponents this team has played. With that said, they still also weren't great within their own conference. This team was the 5 seed within their own conference. So, I mean, we're still talking about a team that is a little bit volatile here, whereas Dickinson was the number 2 seed in their conference. They actually didn't win their conference tournament. Merrimack won it. It was a 67-66 score, but Merrimack not eligible to make the tournament. All that to say, I still think we are buying low on Dickinson here in this spot. Again, they have the offensive efficiency edge. And there's a couple other edges they have too that I didn't mention. Texas Southern is 333 in turnovers committed. That's horrible. They do not take care of the ball. And Farleigh Dickinson is top 29 in turnovers forced. So you've got a couple minor edges here towards the underdog in Dickinson. I think plus 2.5 is fine. I grabbed this at plus 3, and we'll continue to roll with the dog here in the 16 matchup. It's a volatile game, but this is what we get ourselves into. Next one, we've got Nevada taking on Arizona State. This is for the right to play TCU. And this is one I actually want to look towards the total. Over 133 is a number I grabbed. 133.5 is available right now. Seeing it juiced in some spots. First off, pace lines up here. NCAA average is about 70 possessions per game. Nevada's a little below that, but Arizona's pretty clearly above that. The Sun Devils are 71.9 possessions per game. So overall, the pace projects to be slightly above average, which lines up towards the total here. And really the only issue is in the Arizona State side. So first off, you've got Nevada pretty good on offense. They're 1/10, decent shooting percentage across the board, and they take a lot of good shots. So that's not something I'm really worried about. Arizona State does play solid defense, but they've given up points at times. The Arizona State offense could be an issue. They're 255th in offensive efficiency versus an 89th ranked Nevada defense. I went on Bart Torvik. I isolated just conference play for Arizona State, and I was pleasantly surprised to see their offensive efficiency numbers jumped to 125 since the first of this year, which is important. I mean, this is a team that appears to have gelled. They have some good wins on the schedule. They just knocked off Arizona on a buzzer beater prior to their loss against Arizona in the conference tournament, of course. But I largely think that win is what punched their ticket here. All this to say, you still have a point total in this game, which is pretty low at 133.5. I mean, you're talking about like a 70-70 game. You're way over this total overall. And the offense does line up, especially when you isolate that Arizona State recent offensive play. So we'll go over 133.5 for the last play here. And then to close out, I'm going to bring you to the odd shopper tool. There's only 2 games. I mean, we could bet NIT, but I'm not going to get crazy here. So what I want to do for the last one is show you some player props, actually. And there's a couple evidence-based takes that we'll get to. So I'm going to bring you over to the odd shopper tool and look at some player props that we can maybe take advantage of on this particular slate while we only have 2 big-time games. So here it is. What it does quickly, this takes all of the books, looks at where we can find inefficient lines, where lines might be lagging behind, helps you see where lines are moving. And then our algorithms on the back end, which are back tested against all these books, give you a percent ROI, percent winning percentage of these particular bets. And I think there's a couple we can take advantage of. Up at the top, Warren Washington has a prop of under 9.5 points. It's at plus 100. That gives you a 52% win percentage based on the other books in the industry and a 5% ROI. Makes sense. Where's the line going? It looks like it's going under. Well, I cross-reference this with the projections on the back end for us, and we have Warren Washington at about 8.3 points. So this looks like a really solid bet. Not only is this a value in the industry across sports books, you're finding some juice under 9.5. You're finding some 9s overall, but he's projected for around 8.3 points on the back end for us. A lot of that having to do with game environment. And then, I mean, this is a guy that plays mid-20s in minutes. There's a lot of reasons why the under could hit here. He's behind Cambridge. He's behind Horn in terms of shot rate. It's not like the total in the game is crazy. I like the over, but I mean, we only need to get over 134 points. That's not crazy. And you could very easily see Warren Washington falling short of 9.5 points in terms of the prop market. If you want to take a look at this tool, you can click the link in the video description below. We have a free 7-day trial. I think this is the single, well, yesterday was probably the single best day to take advantage of this because you got the Tuesday games, but you're getting Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all of the major sports betting, college basketball games and slates of the year. And it's free. You get a free 7-day trial. Take advantage of this. It's literally the best time of year to do so. And let's make some money. Let me know in the comment section what you think of these bets and any others on the board. We'll be covering the full March Madness slate on the channel. We already have a video breaking down all of the first round games. Ben and I did that, so go ahead and look for it. There's a bracket breakdown. It's all on the channel. And if you'd like to reach out on Twitter, ask any questions, I'm always available at Matt_Gajeski. Otherwise, we'll see you guys again tomorrow, breaking down more games. Good luck.